I don't know if you received it, what we did for last year across the board, but I can just talk through what we did for paid search last year during holiday.
Yep, that sounds good.
Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
So it wasn't a bunch for last year. So for Black Friday, for paid search for Black Friday and Cyber Monday, last year they decided to drive all the paid search to Amazon just for these two key holidays. And then that's basically all we did for holiday. It just went back to the normal, like, generic terms and copy that we're running, like, as of today.
Okay.
So I kind of pulled right here this overview slide of Black Friday, what happened in 2018, which the agency that they had managed all of that.
Okay.
For 2019, that's kind of last year what I did, and the results year over year. And you can see, like, on the side, we'll probably have to do some reporting for this.
Okay.
So this is just like a nice example of just different highlights that you can pull from the campaigns if they do ask for reporting. We'll probably do something very similar. So for Black Friday, here is some screenshots of what we did. They wanted to focus on the Pro 7000 toothbrush. I think they're still working through what they want to actually do this year. I think Lynn is about to send, I still am, like, confused on, like, if D2C, like what the Dumont team is doing, is the same as like what Lauren and the Oral-B team is doing. So I think we still need clarity on that, but I wouldn't worry too much about it. I think they're gonna obviously come to us and say, we wanna do paid search for Black Friday, here's what we promote, here's what we're promoting. Hopefully it's the same as what we did last year. If so, I have, like, the campaigns all set up exactly the same. So all you would have to really do is just make sure, like, the landing page is correct and turn them back on, which I can go into Google Ads and show you where everything is. But so right here, here's just like a screenshot of what we did. So it promoted the 7,000. It drove to Amazon just for one day. Let me go into Google Ads. Did my screen switch to Google Ads?
Right. Yes.
Yes.
So do you stop everything else and only run those ads, or do you run both things in conjunction?
I stopped. So I basically, if anyone searched any, like, even just like Oral-B, I had it drive to Amazon. We had everything drive to Amazon.
So you updated. So you updated even the live campaigns.
Yeah.
Okay.
I basically copied our campaign that we're running now, and just changed the ad copy to be Black Friday focused and to run to Amazon.
Okay. So can you walk me through what then I would need to do on Black Friday and Cyber Monday?
Yes. So I'm gonna find the filter here. So I have all of the campaigns labeled, so you can likely use them this year if they go with a similar promotion. Hold on. Distribution. Label. So it's labeled Black Friday 2019 right here.
Okay.
Then I'm going to change the status to all campaigns because they're not currently live. So basically you can see here it's like the campaigns we're running now, but I also added this Oral-B Black Friday 2019. And it's basically just more generic terms, like people searching for different like toothbrush deals on Black Friday. I added some terms in around there.
Okay.
So, if we do this year do the same thing, I think all you would have to do is enable these and then just make sure like the ad copy is correct and that the landing page is correct. So I'm going to click into one of these to show you. So you can see like there's the ad copy and it leads to Amazon. So all you would have to do is just like make sure the ad copy is approved and then make sure the landing page is correct.
Who approves the ad copy?
The brand will.
So do I have to send that to anybody, or?
So I would send it to Lauren and tell her like, this is what we recommend based on the Black Friday deal. Can you please have the brand approve it? And they'll either approve it or they'll just make some tweaks and you can update them.
Okay. And does this go for all of them, or is this just, do they do it for just like Oral-B?
Last year we just did a holiday paid search for Oral-B. We didn't do anything for Crest.
Okay. So it's just this, did we just this campaign then?
I think so.
Okay.
I know Click maybe might do something.
So I would have to build that one out then, or is there?
Yeah, we would have to build that one out.
Okay. Would it be similar to like what's in here, like the same concepts, or?
For Click?
Yeah.
I think it would be much smaller because that account is just not very big. Hold on, Click, let's see. Right now we're only bidding on branded terms. So you could keep the branded campaign the same and the discovery campaign the same and RLSA and just change the ad copy to be holiday focused.
Okay, so you wouldn't have to create new ones, you would just change the existing, or would you copy those and create?
I would copy these and just put like holiday at the end, like holiday campaign.
Okay.
So then after the holiday, you could just go back to your normal, these campaigns that are currently running.
Okay, so then for these, so for everything then, would you just go in and, because you can't schedule things to turn on and off, right? Or can you?
You know what? Yes, you can.
So, like, would you
so
schedule?
Here, for example, settings.
Or will they
And
tell you?
You can always
what time?
reach out to Google too, and they will help you with stuff like this.
Okay.
Yes, you can do a start date. So if you, for example, copy and pasted this Click branded search campaign, changed the ad copy, made it to be more holiday focused, you could set the campaign to start on, I don't even know when Black Friday is this year, whatever the date of Black Friday is, and then whenever you want it to end. I know Kelsey said that they might extend it through the end of the month, but if not, you could just have it end at midnight on Black Friday.
Okay. So will they do a Black Friday and a Cyber Monday campaign, or I guess how does all that work?
I don't know. Yeah, I think they're still trying to figure out what they want to do.
Okay. So last year, did they just run on Cyber Monday and Black Friday, or they'd only run on Black Friday?
Oral-B Power, so like the Power electric toothbrushes, they were the only ones that ran a holiday campaign, and it was for Cyber Monday and Black Friday. Click wasn't even running last year.
So then did you go in and you turned everything off on Black Friday and turned just the Black Friday campaigns on, and then flipped them again on Saturday, and then flipped them again on Monday? and then flip them again on
Yeah.
Tuesday?
Super annoying.
Gotcha. So then,
And also too, like, Megan was very involved in this last year as well.
okay.
So you can always go to her if you have like a random question, you know?
Yep.
So here's also like I just did 2 like overview slides of Black Friday. If they do need reporting, you can always refer to this. I would try, if possible, to put a similar budget towards it unless they tell you otherwise, and try and get some better results from last year if possible. But here is Cyber Monday. It's the same deal. We just did year-over-year performance, a few highlights, and on Cyber Monday they promoted the Oral-B Pro 8000, which went to Amazon. And let me show you in Google Ads.
Did they run this in Bing also?
Oh, that's a good question. I think we just did Google because it was sort of like last minute and we didn't have much time. Let me double check on that for you. That's a good question. Okay. Okay, so I did the same thing for Cyber Monday, and it has a label, so you can just go in here and look at it. Monday, 2018.
So other than turning them on and off, I don't need to touch anything with the ones that are currently live, right? Nothing with those needs to be updated. It'll just be
You would just need to pause
Okay.
them.
Gotcha.
Attributes. Label.
So will they give a separate budget for holiday?
Last year they did not. It was just what we had allocated for that month.
Gotcha.
I think I increased the budget because it was just for one day.
Mhm.
They weren't super clear on the budget, so I just tried to do like something similar to what we did in 2018. I did spend a little more. If you can see my screen, let's see. On Cyber Monday in 2018, they spent like 15,000. I spent 25 because we had the budget.
Okay.
So I would ask that question, like, is there a certain budget you want me to spend, or do you want to do something similar to last year? And if it's similar to last year, you can just look at these slides and do something similar. I think it's fine if you go a little under or over for each.
Gotcha. So as far as like, would be going if I like had questions or just wanted like someone to like look over everything before it goes? Is that like would that be with Google or would that be with Demond?
Ooh, that's a good question too. I think probably both. Like on your weekly meetings, I would just say, hey, Dumont, we're doing Black Friday sale. As you know, I'm in here and setting this up. Would you mind taking a look? And then also on Google status, I would tell them exactly what we're doing,
Mm-hmm.
and ask them to check it over.
Gotcha.
And also too, I do want to note, hopefully we'll figure out kind of what they plan on doing before I leave this week. But so last year, it takes a while for like the ad copy to get approved. So I had to like go to Google and be like, hey, we want to do this one-time sale for Black Friday. Can I submit the ad copy and can you guys approve it ahead of time so that we can go live immediately on Black Friday? So I would also like make a note of that.
Okay. So where do you, because I haven't updated ad copy in here in a while. How is it just when I update it actually in the campaign and it automatically sends it, or is there somewhere else it has to go for it to go through to be approved?
Have you used Editor before? You can either do it in the system or you can do it in Google Ads Editor.
I don't think I've used Editor before.
Okay.
When we ran them, the campaigns were so much smaller, the ones I did. That.
Yeah. Here, well, I'll show you how to do it. So you have to do it by ad group, or you can do it by campaign. Hold on. So this plus sign right here.
Mm-hmm.
You just do it the plus sign and then like what ad group you want to put it in. And then you would create the ad. It's pretty straightforward and save. And then from there you could take, like, for example.
So does it have to go back through to edit the ad? Like, because this is already existing then. Do these have to go back through and be reapproved again if I change any of the copy for what's in here?
Yeah.
It'll have to go back
through. It will go back through the approval process.
So how do I edit that in there and send it back through?
So you would do edit right here, say they're okay with everything here except for this changes to $90.
Yeah.
For example, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Then you would just change it there and press save and it will go through the approval process.
Gotcha. And they don't put any kind of like special like tags or anything in the You're okay.
Nope. Thank God. Actually, it might make our life easier if they did, but no, it's everything. It just goes through Google Ads.
Gotcha. Okay. So then, if we do run anything on Bing or Microsoft, would I just reach out to like Ben and ask like, here's what we're gonna do. What do they think is the best way to do this for just to run a day or two?
Let me log in and see if we did that. Log in or Bing. My brain isn't working anymore. It's so bad. Let's see. No, we didn't. So we just did Google. So just stick with Google. That's fine.
Okay.
I would not worry about Bing. It's only about 20% of our budget. So, and it's for one day. That's just like way too much work. I think that was our justification last year.
Gotcha. So they won't ask then about it probably? They won't ask about it then?
The brand or like Bing?
The brand.
No, they won't. Just stick with Google.
Okay.
And if they do say something, that's just that we wanted to stay consistent to what we did last year.
Gotcha. Okay. I guess while we're in Bing, the notes that Ben sent over, I'm not sure what to do on those.
Let me see. the 2 potential issues or it looks like you just sent one.
Yeah. That
Um,
was just let me know that those are all set up, but the one with the
Okay.
issues.
okay, I haven't read it yet. Hold on, I have it pulled up now. Okay, several keywords are disapproved due to okay. So for this first one, I think the issue might be is that there's a question mark at the end of that. Do you see that?
Yeah.
See. Yep, that doesn't work. And it might be an issue with the website. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Okay, so the 8,000 page is not working. $7,000 page is not working. That's great. Let's see if it's working in Google. Okay, so it looks like those,
They're different. Are they different URLs?
yeah, they're different, so they'll need to be updated. Pull that out. So we'll have to update these final URLs to the correct ones for these particular keywords.
Okay.
Okay. So, example, 7,000. I wonder if that keyword is even live. Okay, so I think the best approach for this is we'll have to figure out what the correct URLs are for this, and we can send that back over to Ben and say, sorry about that, it looks like they updated the URL. Could you please update these keywords with this correct URL?
Okay.
And then keywords seem to have custom parameters that include what look like Google keyword IDs. Oh, nervous. And then on the second part, I would just say we can remove the custom parameters. Can you please help with assisting? I don't know why that's in there,
Okay.
to be quite honest. I think that's fine to remove that.
Okay.
Or like we can remove it and then what they suggest to do to update the document.
Okay.
And then his next email, let's see. Oh yay, so our brand image ads are good now. and our optimizations. That was good. Cool. Good job.
Okay. So that was holiday. I'm trying to see because like I had a small list. So then the only other things that I wasn't sure on before you leave, is there anything additional that I have to do with Kara that I don't know or should I have to worry about between now and I guess while you're gone, besides like what you showed me about updating the sheets and stuff?
Sorry, but I think you were like going in and out.
Oh, sorry.
And it might be my internet. What were you saying?
If there's anything additional that I have to know with like Kara and besides like updating the sheets and stuff.
No, I think you're good.
Okay.
I mean, it's mostly like YouTube stuff
Okay.
that we have to go back and forth with them. But for paid search, it's pretty simple. All you have to do is on a monthly basis, when they send that email, just go in and pull those invoices and add them into the Prisma sheets. You're usually good to go.
Okay.
And I'll be back by the time, like, at the end of the year, we'll do actualizations for, like, the year, but I'll be back by then, so.
Gotcha. And then my last two things were on, I keep hearing them talk about theory. Is that,
Oh, yeah.
if there's any, like, what I'm going to need to do or know for that one? And then,
Well, I actually already did it for you, and I'm going to set up time to show you how I pulled an estimate for that.
gotcha.
So you don't even have to worry about it.
Is that something that's going to have to be, like, built out or run, though, or?
I don't know yet. It looks like they don't even have budget for it, so I didn't spend a ton of time on it.
Gotcha. So if they decide it is something they want to, like, run or do, who is that just like who would help like I guess the process to like build that out?
Probably. I mean, they still don't like have a website or anything, so I highly doubt that's gonna appear. But if it does, I would go to the Google team and say, like, we need help. What's your recommendation on setting up a paid search campaign for this new product?
Okay. And then,
or if you, I don't know, have you ever set up, like, I don't know, outlined a paid search campaign?
not in AdWords.
Not
okay,
but just
that
like in general, just like ad groups, like with relevant ad copy and keywords.
Yeah.
Like if you feel comfortable with that, you could go ahead and, like, I don't know, outline it and send it to Google and say, hey, this is what I'm thinking for theory. For the campaign setup, do you guys have recommendations, and can you guys please help me implement it to the Google ads?
Gotcha. And then can we also set a time to kind of, because I keep hearing them talk about the Google shopping campaigns, and that's something I think that was like relatively new, like 5 or 6 years ago, so I only barely touched that back then.
I am not an expert when it comes to Google Shopping. Like, I ran like the smallest one at my previous role, and now I don't think you really need to like worry much about it. Like, Duma is handling it. We're just like implementing.
Okay, so is there anything that like I need to know around it, or I'm gonna?
No, Duma is doing all the strategy for that and everything. So on your weekly calls, they'll tell you what they want you to do as an implementation. And if you don't know how to do it, just say, I don't know how to do this. Can we share screens, and can you show me how?
Gotcha.
And Oral-B is the only one that's doing shopping right now, so you don't have to worry about anything else.
Gotcha. Okay, I think that was all my list.
Yeah, you're gonna do great.
Thank you. I hope so.
And I still have the rest of the week, so I'm gonna set up this time just to show you how I walked through that theory estimate.
Okay.
Which is like not great because I'm like not wasting anyone's time if they don't have budget or a website yet. And I don't know, feel free to like set up any other time if you have questions on anything else.
Yeah, if just maybe like Friday or Thursday, depending on how you're feeling, we can just do like a quick like overview of like where everything is like at.
Yeah,
so that I know,
For
like,
sure.
basically like a status of everything or things that are pending or coming, like who's doing what.
Yeah, and I'll try and follow up with, I guess, Lenny and Lauren on like what the exact thing is we're doing for Cyber Monday, Black Friday, to see if we can get that maybe figured out before I leave.
Perfect. And then Megan, you said Megan was really involved with this last year too, if I need help.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. She like managed all the paid search campaigns before I came on, so
Gotcha.
she has access, and she, I mean, for the most part, she knows how to help with answering anything.
Gotcha. Perfect.
Yeah. So you always have someone to go back on in case.
Perfect. Thank
And
you.
you're always welcome to text me too. Like, don't be afraid. It's fine. I might take a minute to respond, but I will.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah. I don't want to leave anyone hanging, for sure.
Yeah. I'm sure I can figure it out. Just may take a couple bumps.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, I felt the same way. Like, I came on, and then Megan went on maternity leave, and I was like, oh my God, like, what am I gonna do? This is crazy.
Yeah.
And it just, I don't know. I, like, learned so much, and now I'm, like, kind of glad it happened, because I feel like I can, like, speak to everything now,
Yeah.
and I'm managing everything, and it just took a few pushes, you know what I mean, at first. Like, crap, what is this?
It's definitely very different than like when I was doing stuff on the agency side, because everything was like fly by the seat of your pants, winging everything. Like there were no processes in place. It was, here's what we want to do. We wanted this done 3 weeks ago. We don't know how we want to do it. Just figure it out. And like there were no, you didn't have to follow any rules. You just put stuff up and wait and see what happens.
Yeah. Isn't it funny? Like, now that I know both sides, like, I never want to work for an agency ever again.
Yeah,
It was miserable to me compared to, like, this.
Yeah.
And I feel like I used to, like, mess up all the time because it was like that. And now it like forces me to, like, go through a process and, like, take my time and, like, put effort into things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes. It's definitely way less stressful too.
Oh my God, I was like about to have a meltdown at my last job because they just like, I was on so many accounts, and it was like such a toxic environment too. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was definitely different.
Yeah.
A good different.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Well, I will set up this stuff, and I will talk to you soon.